The final match of the night features Edward Williams against Wallace Montgomery. Let's head down to the ring. Edward Williams making his debut here in Ottawa Championship Wrestling. Let's take a look at this young man.
Making his way to the ring from Saratoga Springs, New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, Edward Williams.
Edward Williams comes from Ontario, New York, a small little town in the middle of the Adirondacks. He is normally a chef at a local restaurant in the Saranac Lake area. 32 years of age. He is a veteran of World War II. We welcome him to Ottawa tonight for his first match. This should be an interesting matchup. When asked earlier in an interview with the Ottawa Daily Sun Times what Edward Williams, what his favorite move is, he says the airplane spin. This is his first professional match, so it'll be interesting to see if he gets to use it.
And his opponent, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 260 pounds, Wallace Montgomery.
Wallace Montgomery, who made his first appearance back in January in the tournament to crown the first champion, makes his second appearance tonight. For the 31-year-old, he is the younger of the two wrestlers in this matchup, so this should be interesting as we have got two young athletes competing in our main event tonight here on the March 3rd episode of Canadian Championship Wrestling. The fans not sure who to cheer for. You're gonna have some fans for the Canadians probably like Mr. Montgomery, although he is out west. Edward Williams actually resides closer than Montgomery does here to Ottawa, so it'll be interesting to see who the fans choose. The match starts, and Montgomery starts off with a headlock. Williams tries to whip him into the ropes. He does, gets him free, and Williams ducks down, but Williams catches the kick, or Montgomery catches the kick attempt. Now he whips Williams back into the ring. This will probably be a faster paced match than the previous two tonight. Montgomery pushing Williams back in the corner. The referee gonna have to try and get between them to break up the hold. Clean break from the two athletes. Back again, Montgomery using his size advantage. He outweighs Williams. Williams a little taller by the looks of it. And the referee again that time it wasn't a clean break. As Montgomery comes in with a cheap shot, lifting Edward Williams off his feet. Gonna deliver the airplane spin. He must have read the interview earlier where Williams said he likes to use the move. Montgomery putting it back on him and then dropping him forward on the mat. A little bit of an attitude change coming out of Montgomery. Nice bridging German suplex from Edward Williams, but Montgomery kicks out. Oh, and Wallace Montgomery gets out of the ring. Williams not looking as Montgomery comes back in and hits him from behind. Montgomery with a hard kick. Williams up, clotheslining Montgomery in the corner and then driving his foot into his chest. He's going to bring Montgomery out. There's only one way to come out of this, and that's not good for Montgomery. Williams lifting Montgomery up now. Hard right hand. Headlock from Montgomery. Takedown. Going for the spinning toe hold. Locks it on. Of course, the problem with this move is that you keep having to readjust it, as it's easy for the wrestler to get out of it. Montgomery yelling at Williams to get up off his feet. Williams rolls out of the ring. Back in as well. Montgomery comes out. Back and forth the two men go. I'm just not surprised Montgomery finally not falling for it. Williams with another beautiful bridging suplex, but Montgomery kicks out at one. Elbow to the top of Williams' head as the two men continue to go back and forth. kicking Williams while he's down. Dragging him into the center of the ring. Montgomery with a cover attempt. And Williams kicks out. Elbow. Sending Williams face first into the corner. And Williams again sliding out. European uppercut from Edward Williams. Sending Montgomery to the outside of the ring. What is Williams doing? Wow! What a high-risk maneuver by Edward Williams. For 1950, we've never seen anything like that as he jumps over the top rope on top of Montgomery. How is Montgomery ever going to be able to recover from this? Well, Montgomery using his power to get out of it. Williams gets back in the ring. Montgomery follows. This has been the fastest paced match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. And another spinning toe hold attempt from Montgomery. Williams trying to slide his feet forward, getting away from it. Leg back. Montgomery now with some left jabs. Ooh, a little jazz dancing in there. Ooh, Montgomery trying to break Williams' left arm with a stomp to it. He goes for the cover. Williams able to kick out at 2. Driving Williams into the turnbuckle. Tossing him across the ring is Montgomery. Williams with a rolling kick. Dragging Montgomery back in the center of the ring. Goes for the cover. Montgomery kicks out at 1. Williams waits. This is where he's going to make his young mistakes. He shouldn't be waiting. Going for the airplane spin. Yes, he is. We have passed 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes in the match. And Williams drops Montgomery and goes for the cover. 1, 2, but Montgomery kicks out. Williams perhaps needs to leave that airplane spin on just a little bit longer. Make Montgomery more dizzy. I thought he was going for a suplex, but instead he drove his head into the mat. The top of Montgomery's head. What is he doing? Oh, bending Montgomery's arm backwards in a position it's not supposed to go. Dragging him to the center of the ring, going for the cover. Montgomery kicks out. Working on that left elbow, left arm. Whips Montgomery in. Driving a back elbow, kind of a European uppercut style. Going for a suplex. Bringing Montgomery straight down onto the top of his head. Working at the chin now at the headlock, reverse headlock. Williams is fast, very fast as he's working hard. Montgomery with a rake to the eye, clotheslining Williams over the top rope. He is going to climb up. He's going to jump. Both these men taking it all on the line. Jumps off the top rope, delivering an elbow to the top of Williams' skull. Sends Williams back in the ring now. Now with some fast punts and back to that dancing music that he must have got out of the Calgary Rodeo or Stampede. Goes for the cover. And Wallace Montgomery gets the victory just over 9 minutes into the match. It was a hard-fought victory. Edward Williams brought all he had. But Wallace Montgomery is able to get the win. With a double punch right to the throat. Montgomery was relentless. Some of the maneuvers we saw to both men not caring about their own physical well-being to try and win this match. We saw Williams jump over the top rope to the outside. We saw Montgomery climb to the top of the corner and dive at his opponent. Unbelievable action here. Another fantastic night of wrestling from Ottawa, Ontario. Friday nights since we started back in January have been double excitement, double tough action.
Here is your winner, Wallace Montgomery.
And we're just going to continue to bring you more action next week. Next week we'll have the return of the Canadian Destroyer. The debuts of Vic Christie and Ed Don George. Tex Riley's back. Al Mills, Shawn Michelson. We've got more exciting wrestling coming to you next week. Thank you for joining us this week on Friday Night Wrestling from Ottawa. As always, I'm Edmund Vincent, and we will see you in a week.